At a fraternity discussion on evangelism or presenting an evangelistic message recently, a student said to me afterwards, well, if God grades on the curve, I'll make it. But God doesn't grade on the curve. His standard is the absolute perfection of Jesus Christ. And unless we have His absolute perfection, none of us will ever make it into the kingdom of God on our own.
Paul Little was an InterVarsity staff and tremendously gifted in teaching and inspiring people in evangelism.
Often Christian students ask, which is more important in witness, the life that I live or the words that I say? That's like asking the question, which wing of an airplane is more important, the right or the left?
He also is the person who pioneered the whole idea of dormitory and fraternity discussions, often a hostile environment where he'd go in and just talk with 30 or 40 students about issues of faith.
He was not afraid of any attacks or questions that might come up, and he was just very, very effective.
It seems to me there are a number of people in this world who are mentally deficient, who are diseased in the mind, who die when they're young before they have an opportunity to learn or understand.
For instance, babies who die before they reach the age of accountability, of moral discernment.
Apologetics played a key role in Paul's evangelism training because it had to. He gave talks to hundreds of groups of university students. And these were the sharpest minds, the brightest, most inquisitive people. And they asked tough questions. And he felt that he was able to give credible answers to these people. In that way, he was able to instill confidence and give training to others to give credible answers as well.
Are you obeying this on the campus? Maybe that'll be the next step of faith and obedience to the Lordship of Christ for you as you leave this convention.
When I was a new believer, way back when, I lived off of Paul Little's two books, How to Give Away Your Faith and Know Why You Believe.
How to Give Away Your Faith is Paul's classic book on evangelism. It not only tells you what the message of the gospel is in simple, clear language, but also helps people understand how to communicate it in a way that's human and personal and down to earth. Know Why You Believe is the basic apologetics book that Paul offers, answering the common questions that people have. Is the Bible reliable? Are miracles possible? Doesn't science contradict the Bible? Now we're very pleased to have the other two major titles from Paul in our list, Know Who You Believe and Know What You Believe. Know What You Believe looks at the basic doctrines of the Christian faith and explains them in clear, understandable language. Who is Jesus? What does it mean to be human? What is sin? Know Who You Believe is a basic book on what it means to live the Christian life and to have a relationship with Jesus. Paul Little's books are still very relevant today. There's a timeless classic quality about them. The kinds of apologetic questions that Paul Little was dealing with are still the questions people ask today. The kinds of fears that people have about evangelism, they're the same ones that people have today. Those things really have not changed, and Paul's answers are still valuable.